push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no, I'm coming back home. On dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home.
It's currently 6:18, Saturday. I am a little behind schedule. No chance of making the race on today, but that was never the plan. The plan was to do everything on Sunday. I'm super tired already, and we have 10 hours of driving ahead of us, so I'm not looking forward to today, but hopefully this will be worth it. This was not a good idea. We should have just won.
The roads are about to get very terrible. I don't know exactly when, but they're going to get terrible.
Right now, apparently.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh my god.
Is that a
Oh
Red Bull car?
my god. I did not think I would ever see one of those, and I got it on camera.
What's going on at the moment?
That's the speedway. Yeah, like this is the first Rallycross event I've ever gone to, so I'm not surprised to had a few mishaps along the way. You know what though? We've driven the 10 hours, we're at least here, and that's most of the thing. I think it's for broadcasting purposes, but that I don't know. Oh, we have the, okay. Where do we get a ticket from? Okay. All right.
Let's do this! 950 horsepower Pro-4 is coming at you! They're surviving! RJ Andersson.
That's why he's the
is going to get the whole shot here. This race wheels whole shot will go to RJ Andersson. We were just talking about a moment ago. RJ Andersson leading them around.
No way.
a big moment. I believe that was Kyle Chaney.
Someone running around with an oil can, so I'm guessing one of the Pro 2 trucks is gonna be a little behind. What is that? Some of the Ultra 4 buggies. We've seen those later, I think. One of the teams is running Roku. These are FC1. The rear bumper actually does look a lot different. I remember reading something about them doing some modifications to the car in terms of powertrain. It's Uncle Sal. Can you believe it? I'm so happy I get to see Uncle Sal in person. I almost wonder what Uncle Sal could do behind the wheel of one of these FC1 cars.
The Uncle Sam's second cousin. Exactly.
There's Foust. No idea where he is at. Probably inside the OMSE tent. Hopefully I'd get a chance to meet him later, but I'm not gonna hedge my bets on anything. Kevin Eriksson with all of the old sponsors back. Super stoked that kicker is back, because that livery does look really good. Oliver is this one. Sound like Kevin, go like hell. That is quite a phrase for an electric car. Yep. This is the FC5 cross car that was debuted all the way back in Portugal earlier this year for the first couple of rounds of Rally X. Obviously not going to be racing today because it would get utterly destroyed by this track. The back of the cross car here actually does look a lot different than I imagined. I wonder who's going to be driving this one. Can't imagine it would be one of the Erikssons. Maybe another new driver like Munier. Unrelated, Ford Bronco. This is what I really wanted to see, the FC2 Rallycross supercar. And I know they're saying it's not a supercar, I don't care. Same power, just different name. Super sick, I guess, to see one of these in person, though. I'm a little surprised they didn't put the FC2, the green FC2 livery they ran last year on it. Really, the only big difference between this and the proper supercars, let me just move around to the back of the car. Mid-engine engine ripped straight from the supercar light that was built also by Olsbergs a few years ago. Quite an impressive engine that I'm sure someone in the comments is going to look way too hard into. Is it going to be you? Yes? Okay. No, I knew it. I actually forgot about this. They're actually still going with the whole FC3 thing. They made the Zeroid car a few years ago that raced in the World Rallycross Championship as a spec series, fully electric. Nobody really liked it because they kept on braking, so I'm not sure if this series that is going to have like more jumps is good for the FC3 / Zeroid / RX2E. Podium for... I actually don't know who this is. Turned the camera off and someone flipped over.
I just want to take a very brief moment to say thanks to my main man Jackson for assisting with, well, pretty much everything. From filming, scripting, and enduring 2 12-hour drives to see 6 hours of racing. I feel really honored to have a friend like him. You should go check out his YouTube and Twitch. It's not rallycross or car focused at all, but I'd reckon you enjoy it. Also, if you've been enjoying this video so far, then why not leave a like and subscribe to the channel? I know my upload schedule was subpar, but I've got a lot going on behind the scenes right now. Also, subscribing would help me buy a gimbal because this fool is on way too much caffeine when filming this. Thanks.
Break today, the Ultra Horsepower World Championship for both. Just the facts, of course, for Miles Applequist, an expert when it comes to Ultra 4 off-road racing. Someone who is remaining right down in.
So one more time around, the white flag will come out for Paul Horschel. Third place, he's trying to make a run for Vaughn time. As Paul Horschel heading towards the barn turn and smooth and consistent. Paul Horschel.
Grant, who is, I believe, a lap down, so only 2 trucks. Just this last year, and he is Bronco. He's holding second. It looks like he's still got twice the gap on Christopher Grant. We have seen him come around the Polaris in third one.
Loren Healy raced it, and then Brett Harrell, and man, what a show.
Woo! Loren Healy going for it, big in the rocks, and he makes the pass. He takes the Ford Bronco to the front. Can he collect it? Can he reel it back in? He cannot.
Couple squads. Oh, yes. Now watch. As Bissell runs off, shows the field wants to go.
Take a day when you're not doing anything. I'll teach you.
Look at that!
This dude wore a hoodie. You're on camera. What are you going to say about yourself?
I am a very great person.
You are a very hot person.
I'd rethink that statement.
No.
This is the Polaris Crandon World Championship. Brought to you by Toyota.
By that I mean your
Let's go
temperature
places.
is at 117 degrees.
Fox Shots. 50 years of pushing potential further.
They're going to have to red flag that, right? Here we go again. I've noticed this camera, the phone camera, works better from farther away from the fence.
For the Red Bull Cup race, it's coming up in just a couple of events' time. We have Pro Light coming up here shortly, then a Rally X demonstration. A lot of people excited to see some EV action with some kicker sound systems that are really going to pump around this place as well. ProLite is up next, however. I know that Cameron and Ken are champing in there on the outside.
With this run, gets around Holzer, not able to get.
Sorry, I'm interrupting again. Me and some other nerds have a Discord server up called Rallycross Fans. Terrible name, but if you like yapping about all things that turn left and right and up and down on dirt, then why not give it a go?
And now, back to the show!
Here come the Rallycross cars.
I'm intrigued, Kirk Miller. What are we about to see here? The keyword is EV. Electric is the word. What are we doing here?
I'm going to correct you out of the gate. I think the key word really is rally action.
Gravel, pavement, ice. The car doesn't care. Right over the Red Bull jump.
So obviously a different dynamic. This would not generally be the exact course it would race on, but I love it that they have the ability to adapt to these different courses. You mentioned some of the drivers. My favorite driver that can drive anything in the world, Tanner Foust, is in the house. I love it. Look at the drift. Everybody working together, racing for the lead, coming out of that turn. The acceleration's pretty insane.
Yeah, that was Tanner there. Looks like he got a little wide in the Optima car. Diving back down low. It's like getting a little tap there from, that is Oliver Eriksson, multi-time champion.
And they're going to be running here on what we call the short track, coming around. I love this drift. Tanner with that Optima car. And of course, if you have 1,000 horsepower, you got to be able to put it to the ground. So I love the fact that the Advan A04054 is in the house.
Yeah, Yokohama have done a lot of development work on these tires to get them so they're not only good on a track like Crandon, they can also go on a full tarmac surface and also hook up there as well. Purpose, and it looks like Oliver Eriksson in the boiler car out front. Andrew Carlson in the Dodge there in the second spot.
I just love the drifting. Anytime we're at Crandon, getting there,
hunt you down.
I don't know. I love the style that Carlson's throwing into this entire effort. Oh, Tanner getting chopped underneath, taking his line away. Tanner delivers the bump back, but
McConnell, look at that, making some ground up on Andrew Carlson, diving all the way down low. Carlson trying to protect. Frazier McConnell on the hunt.
super fun. Stoked to see something different. Checkers are out for Andrew Carlson, an exhibition race, but it's always good to win no matter what.
June with a full slate of racing. Multiple.
That's right. That was great. Thank you to everybody at Rally X. Guess what? Pro-4 and Pro-2 locked and loaded. When we come back, it's going to be big fun, big howl.
Not sure why all the Toyotas are gone, but there's only left here, and that's CJ Greaves. I'm in a really big hurry. Aha! I'm not late. Faust's FC1X. Not X, just. And or Faust. And I didn't actually notice this, but the lights on the roof still here. Still pretty. Most of the drivers there. It's Fraz, Eriksson. The Eriksson who I've interviewed earlier, Andreas Eriksson. Do that later. I'm sorry, what?
Somebody from Ohio texted me.
I am from Ohio, but I have not texted you.
I was with Andreas chatting. He said, please give me a call. Like, I don't know this number, it's from Ohio. I was waiting till I see.
No, I've had an interview with Andreas. I've met with Chris.
I run the Rally X event in Canada. That's why I thought Andreas might have.
You're running Rally X in Canada?
Yeah.
Would you be down for a brief interview?
That's what I thought you wanted to do.
I'm actually not the person who called you, but I. Yeah. Said it's from an.
419. We have a quick chat. So.
That actually was not me. No, I'm 513.
I remember when we were sitting here with Andrew saying you were from Ohio.
Yeah. Crazy coincidence. Yeah, I'd say this was quite a success.
And we celebrate Walker Evans. It's the Red Bull Cup in just a moment.
When they said short track, I assumed that they would be using that crust over there, but apparently not.
Yeah, I don't think they're using it.
I think that's the route used for the other race only, the brush run track, so maybe that route just isn't prepared. Yeah, I didn't expect them to wheel it out though.
Can I ask you to rise wherever you are? Ronnie and RJ Anderson have built an incredible tribute to Walker Evans. And when you see these trucks roll around in just a moment, you'll understand how special it is for us to celebrate the memory of a legend. Combined Pro 2 and Pro 4 with its staggered. For coming out, please.
The guy said we apologize for the delay. I don't think this is the delay you had in mind, but the horde is coming. You need to run.
Whoever's trying to fix whatever happened, plug it back in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's rock this place.
TV director's getting called out with this one.
The track is watered. It is cut. The roaring thunder of the big house comes to life in the stands. And we are ready for some fun. As the drivers start to get into their trucks and back away from driver introductions. What a beautiful moment, perfectly put together.
Flying the colors here. Looks like CJ flying that flag. Lost him way too soon. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go racing! A big run for the first two through turn number 1 for the Pro-4s, and the cat and mouse game is on. Great start here as well, out in the back, in front of the suite. They're going to leave it a local caution. They do not want to ruin the split. Chasing up through as well. CJ Greaves about 5 or 6 car lengths, and as he takes the low line, comes out on the bumper of RJ Andersson. So the 2 Pro-4s in the front.
It looked like RJ checked just a little bit in that position. He is here they come. All in memory block.
Evan Evans.
All black, looking beautiful. He went out there, stomped that start, the method hole shot, and of course he just looked like he was able to go. He was gonna be able to go wire to wire, but unfortunately, four-wheel
shared some really, really good tequila back in the day when he just missed the championship by 2-3 points.
First stadium truck / Ultra 4 / Rallycross race you've ever been to. What'd you think of it? That was the correct answer.
Following through, Jimmy Henderson will round out the podium here. Clean sweep. Put your hands together, Crandon.
First Rallycross race I've ever went to, Crandon 2025, obviously. This wasn't even supposed to be a vlog style video, but it's kind of just turning into one. Got the chance to meet Andreas Eriksson in person, obviously. You'll see that interview probably at this point in the video. This will probably be towards the end. Andreas is so nice. It was super cool getting the chance to meet him on the spot and set up an interview super quick. And then I also got to meet some other super important people. So I got to meet some super other important people like Chris Leone from iRacing, who's also doing stuff for Great Ledbetter, for obviously Rally X America's League, etc. I met quite a few people today, and it's so sick. I really can't wait to go to my next Rallycross event, but for a first one, it's really hard to beat Crandon. And I know they're scheduled to do the brush run event next year. The Rally X cars are. I do kind of hope that they keep this little exhibition race, and the reason being is that it just feels so cool seeing this like all in one spot for anything and everything off-road. Like you got your Pro-4 short course, your stadium trucks, your Ultra 4, which I hadn't actually seen until that point, and I'm gonna be real, I still don't understand how Ultra 4 works, but I guess that's a video for another time. And then, of course, Rally X didn't have the Joker because this was just an exhibition. Joker wasn't ready. It's so sick that DRR and Dodge have stuck around for this new iteration of Rallycross in America, and I really can't wait to see what they have in store for the future. Pro 2 versus Pro 4 was so sick to see in real life. The pass Andersson did on the two-wheel drive truck whose name I've forgotten. I'll probably edit that on screen right now. That was that was just a masterclass pass. It obviously isn't the result that the Pro 2 driver was looking for, but he's probably not happy with himself after that because that was quite a hard hit, unfortunately. I think the only other thing I would want to do differently for my next time here, if I do get the chance to come up here again, which is likely, the only other thing I really want to change is actually making sure I get grandstand seating. The feeling from the Pro 4s are out of this world. You don't just hear them, you feel them. There's like so much power running through those trucks. It shakes the ground when they run by. And that's one thing I am happy that we didn't get grandstands for, just because we were just so close to the track to the trucks, and it was just so sick to just feel all that horsepower through you. You obviously don't feel that with the electric cars. I know some of the interview was a little botched by said electric cars because they were bizarrely super loud when you're right next to them. They sound amazing, but you barely heard them at all from the race, which I don't think is the result Kicker and Borla were looking for necessarily, but super fun racing. I want to see more manufacturers join Rally X. I want to see more manufacturers in Pro 2, Pro 4, Pro Spec. I think Ultra 4 is actually doing quite well, but then they're mostly being Ultra 4 King of the Hammers is mostly just being done by Ford at this point. So yeah, I don't know. As this event keeps getting bigger each year. I think more manufacturers are going to join, and I think we could possibly enter an entirely new golden era for off-road racing. I mean, we had the 70s with the LA Memorial Coliseum with the stadium truck racing. Then we had the 2010s with rallycross supercars really becoming big, and of course you could forget the Group B era. This was my first big dirt race event I've ever been to. My camera is frankly covered in dirt. I'm probably going to need to get it detailed after this. There were a few huge stones that actually flew at me. A couple hit me, of course, which is another reason why I wanted a grandstand seating, but thankfully none hit the camera, or especially that lens, so I'm good there. It's genuinely one of the coolest days of my life.
Well, you did it. Made it to the end. I seriously want to thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I've got 3 new videos already in the works, so stay tuned for that when they're inevitably released. Until then, I'm going to start a new thing for this channel, which has totally not been done by any other YouTube channels before, and is extremely original. The question of the video. This question will be answered in the following video, when I finally plant myself down and make it. But with that said, what are your silly season team and driver predictions for America's Rally X? And with that, join the Discord, like the video, subscribe to my channel and Jackson's channel, and as always, go watch Rally X.